Hola, welcome to Fan for Spanish Materials. Today's video is going to be about some expressions we use to put our verbs, our actions, in a timeline. By a timeline, I mean you have an action, yeah, and you can talk about this action here, yeah, that happened one time, but you can talk about when it started. So use the word to start. Also to finish. But also you can talk about maybe to carry on doing it later on. Yeah. So we have another expression for this. Yeah. Or maybe you did it once and then you did it again. Right. So that's another expression. Um, and also, there are all these expressions like to start, to keep on doing something, to do it again, to quit. Yeah, you stop forever, you don't do it again forever. So these expressions are the ones we're going to learn in today's video. The first expression we are going to work with is empezar. Empezar a, as well as comenzar a, means to start. Yeah. This verb here is going to be in infinitive. Yeah. Remember, always when you have prepositions, a is a preposition, a is a preposition. Let me show you more. De is a preposition. Yeah, de, a, yeah, de. So all these words, yeah, are prepositions. And if you put a verb after a preposition, it's going to be in infinitive. This one is going to be in infinitive. This one is going to go in infinitive. This one as well in infinitive. And this one as well in infinitive, right? All of them are going to be in infinitive. So, as well as here, you see, de, a, yeah. After these words, these verbs here are going to be in infinitive. Sorry, this arrow it was a little bit too big. So all these verbs are going to be in infinitive because they go after prepositions. De and a, sobre, desde, yeah, they're all in infinitive prepositions. So let's have a look at again at the beginning. So we have the expression empezar a, right, which is to start. So yeah, we were having the timeline here. We said there were some things going on in this timeline. There were some actions, right? So yeah, when you start, yeah, you can use empezar, yeah, or comenzar, uh, and then you use the preposition a. Comenzar a, and then you put any verb. Yo empiezo a estudiar español mañana. I start studying Spanish tomorrow. Yeah. You can also use past tense. Yo empecé a estudiar español hace un año. Like I started studying Spanish 1 year ago. Yeah. Um, Now, you can also use the word comenzar a. Yeah. Yo comienzo a estudiar español mañana. That's also correct. Or yo comencé a estudiar español hace un año. Same thing. Empezar a and comenzar a are the same thing. Yeah, no difference. It means just to start doing something. Yeah. Okay. Now, llevar. Llevar is another of these terms that we use for actions that you've been doing for some time and till now. So, uh, for example, you've been studying Spanish for some time, right? Till now, you're still doing it. Yeah. So you could say, yo llevo estudiando español un año. Let's say you've been studying Spanish for a year. Yeah. As you can see, we don't have preposition here. Yeah. We just say llevar, but we don't have a or de, just llevar. And therefore, our verb here is going to go with the ing, which is remember the ing, like ando, yendo. Yeah. For con, like for continuous. Yeah. So we're going to use the ando yendo, yeah? Like estoy viajando, estoy comiendo. Remember those endings? That's what we're going to use here. So yo llevo viajando 3 años. It's like I've been traveling for 3 years. That's pretty much what it means, yeah? You've been studying Spanish for a year. Tú llevas estudiando español un año. We don't have to put the word por 3 años, por un año. It's not needed. ¿Ya? Yo llevo enseñando español 10 años. I've been teaching Spanish for 10 years. Yeah. So this is how we use this expression, llevar. Yeah. Good. So, good. So we're talking about how to put these actions in the timeline, right? Seguir, another expression, I like it, is to carry on or to keep on doing something. Again, we don't use a preposition, we don't use a or de. Therefore, we're going to put the verb after with the continuous, and with the ending is going to be ando, yendo. Yeah? So, uh, yo sigo aprendiendo español. I keep on learning Spanish, right? Like, ¿tú sigues aprendiendo español? ¿Sí o no? Sí. Tú sigues aprendiendo español. So as you can see, this expression uh, means like you are carrying on doing something. And as you can see, these expressions are verbs, yeah, and they can be conjugated. Yo empiezo, tú empiezas, yo empiezo a estudiar, tú empiezas a estudiar, él empieza a estudiar, nosotros empezamos a estudiar, ellos empezaron a estudiar. ¿Ya? You can conjugate them in past tense, present tense, any tense. ¿Ya? Yo llevo trabajando, tú llevas estudiando español, nosotros llevamos viajando mucho tiempo, ellos llevan 10 semanas jugando fútbol, ¿ya? Yo sigo trabajando, tú sigues trabajando, ella sigue aprendiendo, nosotros seguimos soñando, we carry on dreaming, and so on. Yeah, so these are verbs. Yeah, good. Now we have volver a. So volver a is an expression we use, also a verb, to talk about actions that you do again. Yeah. For instance, here, look, you have this action, right? You did this. Let's say you played football or you played, I don't know, anything, football, let's say. And then later on, you did it again. Yeah. So if you did it again, or if you do it again later, doesn't matter, you can use this, ¿ya? Yo vuelvo a, tú vuelves a, nosotros volvemos a. So we have an example here. No quiero volver a limpiar la cocina. No quiero, I don't want to, volver a limpiar, to clean again the kitchen. No quiero volver a limpiar la cocina. I could have also said, let's say I didn't play football again. Let's say I used to play football at school. Actually, I didn't. I don't like football much, but let's say I used to play football, but I don't do it again. I just. So I said, yo no volví a jugar fútbol. Why volví? Because it's past tense. I didn't do it. I didn't do that again. I didn't play again. Yo no volví a jugar fútbol. ¿Ya? So, volver a hacer algo is to do something again. ¿Ya? ¿Quieres volver a estudiar esto? Do you want to study this again? ¿Ya? Sí. O no, no quiero volver a estudiar esto. ¿Sí? O mañana yo voy a volver a estudiar esto. Tomorrow I'm going to study this again. So, volver a is a very important expression. And it means to do something again. Yeah? Or that you did it again. You can conjugate it in any tense as well. Okay, let's have a look at some more expressions, some more of these expressions that are so handy. The next ones we have dejar de. Yeah, dejar de is like to quit doing or to stop. Also, just to stop doing, like to cut it, like to cut it. Down. You don't do it more. Stop. It's just to stop. For example, some people smoke, right? And at some point they stop, but sometimes they don't. But let's say so at some point they quit or they stop smoking. So let's have a look at this example here. Tengo que dejar de fumar. I have to stop smoking. I have to quit smoking. Yeah. Dejar de. We have a preposition. The verb is going to go in infinitive. Yeah. So this person here was, it's been smoking for a long time. Yeah. And still does it. And but the person is saying, well, I've been smoking a long time, right? I started smoking here, right? But at some point I have to quit it. Yeah. So, yeah, tengo que dejar de fumar. Yeah. Or let's say the person stopped smoking and now is not smoking, is feeling better. And the person says, okay, I stopped smoking like 2 years ago. So you can say, yo dejé de fumar hace 2 años. Yeah, 2 years ago, this person stopped smoking. Yeah, or quit smoking. It's just to stop something for good. Yeah, like not to do it again ever. This is dejar de hacer algo, to stop doing something for good. Yeah. Uh, Terminar de, another expression I like a lot. Terminar is to finish doing something. It's to finish an action. It doesn't mean to stop. It's different. Yeah. Finish is when you are done with it. Let's say let's say this action here is that you were having lunch, right? Let's say you were having lunch. Yeah. Um, and you started eating here. You started eating here. You started, and here you stop. You finished your food. It's over. You finish your food. So I can say yo empecé a comer eh, hace 20 minutos. I started eating 20 minutes ago. Y terminé de comer hace 5 minutos. And I finished eating 5 minutes ago. You finished the food. You were done with it. Yeah. But let's say in the middle there was an interruption. So I didn't eat like for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, I couldn't eat. A phone call, something. Something. Actually, I don't like when something is interrupting my food. But let's say for 2 minutes I didn't eat. Yeah, I was eating and it got interrupted. So here I can use parar de. Yeah. So because parar de means to stop doing something. So yo empecé a comer, después paré de comer 2 minutos y terminé de comer hace 10 minutos. So I started eating. Yeah. Then I stopped eating for 2 minutes and then I finish my food. I finished eating like 10 minutes ago. So dejar de could also be used here, yeah, because I stopped doing something. So yo empecé a comer, después dejé de comer por 2 minutos, y después terminé de comer. So terminar de comer is to finish something. Terminar de estudiar. You started to study, and then at some point you finish your studies, right? When you are done with that. It's not to stop. To stop is an interruption. To finish is to finish it. You're done with it. You don't have to do more this action. So, yo quiero terminar de trabajar temprano. I want to finish work soon. I want to finish to work soon. That's pretty much what it means. Yeah. Good. Dejar de, yeah. It's I mentioned parar de, yeah. Is this one here. Yeah, it means also to stop. I'm gonna come back to the previous slide. Just 1 second. It's just to stop doing something. That's all. It's very similar to dejar de. Yeah, so it's exactly the same thing. I just wanted to just to mention this. That's it. Okay, let's come back to this one. So the next one will be acabar de. This one is good. Acabar de, yeah, means to is when you just do something. I've just done something. Yeah. Or I just did something. It has a preposition, therefore the verb here goes infinitive. Yeah. Let's have a look at this example. Acabo de ver a tu novia en la playa. I just saw your girlfriend at the beach. Yeah. So again, we have the timeline here. Yeah, we have an action, any action, right? And let's say you were doing something, right? Um, let's say you were eating, the same example. And then here, yeah, you talk to a person and you tell the person, hey, I just ate. I just ate. Like a second ago, I just ate. I'm full. Yeah. And, acabo de comer. Acabar de can be normally is conjugated in present tense, but also it can be in past tense. So you can say acabo de ver a tu novia o acabé de ver a tu novia en la playa. So both are correct. Yeah. So here, yeah, you were eating, then you were done eating. Yeah, terminé de comer, and then you meet a friend and you tell the friend, acabo de comer. That means you just ate. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Another one, and this one is good. Estar a punto de. Estar a punto de is to be about to do something. And we have also preposition here. Therefore, this verb is going to go in infinitive, right? Estoy a punto de regañarte. I'm about to tell you off. That would be like your mom when you were a child telling you that. I'm about to tell you off. Estoy a punto de regañarte. O estoy a punto de comer. I'm about to eat. ¿Sí? Please call me later. I'm about to eat. Estoy a punto de comer. Por favor, llámame después. ¿Ya? So, estar a punto de hacer algo. ¿Ya? Tú estás a punto de aprender algo nuevo. You're about to learn something new. Tú estás a punto de aprender algo nuevo. ¿Ya? So, yeah, estar a punto de hacer algo is like somewhere here, I will say. You're about to start something. You're about to do something. Yeah. It's right before you start the action. Yeah. Good. Let's have a look at the next two expressions. Just to finish with this video, because we have 10 of them and they are all important. Parar de, as I said before, it means to stop doing. So again, you have your timeline here, and then your timeline, there is an action, and you stop doing it. Yeah. To stop doesn't mean to finish, it means to interrupt the action for some time. Yeah. You can also interrupt it and not do it again. Yeah. Maybe you were doing something, you were doing an action, and it got interrupted. Yeah. But you didn't finish it. You still have to do more to finish it, but it got interrupted, so you stopped. So parar de hacer algo is to interrupt the action without finishing it. So, for example, this is a command, actually, it's an imperative. Para de manejar. We have here parar, we have here a preposition. This verb has to go in infinitive. So, para de manejar or para de conducir. You can also say conducir is also to drive. So yeah, so para, remember that to do imperative, affirmative, we just use the third person conjugation in present tense. Yo paro, tú paras, él para. Para de manejar, like, hey, you stop driving. That's it. That means stop driving. Yeah. Or you can also say, yo paré de hacer ejercicio porque me llamó mi novia. I stopped exercising because my girlfriend called me. Yeah. O yo paré de estudiar, yeah, porque no tenía dinero. I stopped studying because I didn't have money. Well, that's sad. But yeah, it happens. So, parar de hacer algo is to interrupt doing something. And the last one, the last expression we use here to put your action in a timeline is ponerse a. This one here is special because this one is reflexive. So, ponerse, right? And then you use the preposition a, therefore this verb here has to go in infinitive. So ponerse a is reflexive, so you have to conjugate this in a reflexive structure. Yo me pongo, tú te pones, ella se pone, nosotros nos ponemos, right? You have to do this. And plus, you have to add the preposition and put the verb afterwards in infinitive. And this is to start doing something right after like another action. So, uh, for example, let's use this thing here. We have to have two actions, right? There is this one here, right? And let's say I was eating, but then I have to start doing something else, which is to work. Okay, I always talk about eating and working. That's sad. Okay, so but let's say that it's right after I eat, I have to start working, right? So ponerse a hacer algo is to start right here, to start to do something. Yeah, to start doing something right after another action. So let's say I'm eating and I'm like, oh man, I have to work now. So I can say, oh, tengo que ponerme a trabajar. I have to start working. Yeah, tengo que ponerme a trabajar ahora. Yeah, it's pretty much I have to start doing this action. I have to start working. Yeah. This example here, después de la película, after watching the movie, right? Me pongo a estudiar. I start studying. After the movie, I start studying. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Um, Sometimes we use this a lot with actions that are like a reaction of something. Like, for example, you were walking, right? And you fell down, right? And then you are sad and it hurts. So you can say, yo estaba caminando y me caí y me puse a llorar. So llorar is to cry, yeah. So you start crying because it hurt. So that's the reaction after you falling down. So yo estaba caminando, yeah. I'm describing the situation, the scene. Me caí, sequence, y me puse a llorar. Also sequence, and that was the reaction of you falling down. Sorry. Or let's do a happy one. Eh, Llegué a la fiesta. I arrived to the party. Yeah. Eh, Todos mis amigos estaban felices. Juan puso música, like Juan play music, y me puse a bailar. So I started dancing, like after Juan play music, I started dancing. So here, I started to do something. So it's another study. Like I arrived to the party, yeah, event, and then I said, mis amigos estaban felices. I'm describing the scene here. Nice. Juan puso música. So Juan put music on. Yeah, this is more like a sequence. Yeah, something new that happened. Y me puse a bailar. Sequence. And the reaction of he putting music is that I started dancing. So, anyway, so ponerse a, it can show like, it's pretty much when you start doing something and it's a reaction of a previous thing. Yeah. Or it's also right after another action. So that's a really nice term we use as well to put our actions on the timeline. And that will be it. So it was 10 different expressions. This is a lot to take on. This is going to take you a lot of practice to nail this. And remember, these are verbs. They are all verbs. So you can talk about things you started, things you stopped doing in the past. You can talk about things that you keep doing now, or things that you are going to start doing. So the fact that these are verbs, um, it means that you have to learn how to conjugate them, to put actions in the past, to put actions in present and future, right? So you have to be good at conjugating these expressions, these 10 expressions, to put your actions in the timeline in all the possible positions, right? Yeah, and that will be it to practice this. So let's have a look how to practice this. um, Use your flashcards, like, learn a lot. Do your writing if it helps you learning. And also the most important thing is to have a real life situation. So what you're gonna do is talk about your hobbies in your life and also about the person's hobbies. Yeah. Ask the person when he or she started, stopped, if the person carried on with the hobby, and just for the sake of using this. Yeah. Or if he's gonna do it again, right? And also talk about your hobbies. Yeah. So with your hobbies, you can talk about all these things. Also, you can talk about studies. When you study, you also say, "Yeah, I started my university, my studies, or studying when I was this age. Then I stopped studying and I did I don't know, an internship, right? And then I studied again and I kept on studying for 3 more years, and then I finished my studies, 1 year ago, and so on. And now I'm about to apply for a job. Use this as much as you can. Okay, have fun. Thanks for watching this video lesson, and see you in the next one. Gracias y hasta luego. Bye bye.